Guys, it's time for another episode of my Manchester United career on FIFA 13. It is my fourth and final season, and we are drawing so close to the end of this season. And we're kicking things off with a game against Everton in the Barclays Premier League. After losing against Bolton in the last video, that meant we went 5 points behind Chelsea after they won their game in hand. And it's not looking good. I do believe it's going to go down to the very last day of the Premier League. This was my starting 11 to play against Everton. To Steele in goal, Van Rijn, Jones stepping up to the plate big time. Smalling, Butner, Nani, Eriksson cleverly. Ozil was looking a bit tired, so he was sat out on the bench. The same with Ronaldo as well. Anyway, 2-3 minutes into the game, Rooney crosses in the ball cleverly. Goes for the chip, hits the crossbar, comes back out to Eriksson. Raphael, the goalkeeper for Everton, was all over the shop, but we do eventually get the goal. We break the deadlock. It's 1-0 to United. What madness, though. Absolute chaos in that box. I'm sure Raphael could have saved that, though. He did look to try and tip that over the bar, but it just wasn't enough as the ball nestles safely into the corner there. Everton had some great chances though, especially from Jelavic. He could have quite happily scored that and could have gone into the roof of the net. And then again, Jelavic, loads of space. Totally unmarked, puts it wide. He just wasn't having the best of days in front of goal. Could have made it 2-1 to Everton. Then Gareth Bale, what a wonderful pass to Wayne Rooney. Gives it to Eriksson. And what a goal. It just seemed to fly past Raphael, and that puts United 2-0 up against Everton. Very strong position to be in just before half-time as well, and I was confident that we was going to walk away with the win when that final whistle was to be blown. Then come the second half, look at that for some amazing passing. Just kind of reminds me of the way the real Man United play, and it's just a shame Gareth Bale didn't finish that one up with a nice all-around goal. Lewandowski, what the hell were you thinking, son? It's not rugby. And then Rooney gets a great chance, but Raphael was there to meet him, and the final whistle is blown. We do walk away as winners. 2-0 was the final score, and we walk away with those 3 points. As you can see there, Lewandowski will be facing his old teammates, which is in our next fixture, and it's the first leg of the Champions League quarter-finals against Borussia Dortmund. It's going to be a great one, because Neymar returns to Old Trafford. We are playing at home as well, so they've got that advantage in a way because they can get those away goals. I just had to make sure that my back four was sharp, they was aware of what was going on and didn't invite them into our box at all. That was my starting 11 to Stegen, Raphael, Hummels returned to the squad, Smalling, Butner, Nani, Valencia, Ozil, Bale, Ronaldo and Rooney, which is a great partnership, really enjoying that. And just quickly, there is Neymar, number 21, and he was starting this game against his old club. It was going to be very interesting. Early on in the game, Ronaldo gets onto the ball, takes the ball just outside the box, brings it in, and he makes it 1-0 to United. What a time to score, 15th minute, and that was kind of a blow to the script for Dortmund. They wasn't expecting it so early on as well, and we was in a great position to hopefully go get a few more goals. That was Neymar's first touch of the ball, and just look at the way Hummels closed him down so quickly and kept him quiet. But it wasn't just Neymar we had to worry about, it was other players like Gertz and Royce. I hope I pronounced that right. And then just look how quick we got the ball at their end. Ozil finding Rooney in space, but he was just a little bit too slow there. And at half-time, we was 1-0 up against Dortmund. Great position to be in. We just had to hold out now for another 45 minutes and hold on to that lead and take the game to their ground in the second leg of the Champions League quarter-finals. But Dortmund obviously got a stern telling off from the manager in the dressing room at half-time. They came out in the second half looking refreshed, and Royce, he gets a goal for Dortmund, putting them back into the game and getting that away goal in the 53rd minute. Obviously, it wasn't in the script for me because I wanted to hold on to that lead and take it to their ground, maybe even get a second goal in the game, but they just kept pressurising us. And they was on for a second. Look at the space Neymar is in. Was he going to shatter the dreams of the Man United fans against his old club? And to Stegen, what a goalkeeper. Stopping Neymar, saying no, you're not scoring at Old Trafford. I take Rooney and Nani off for Eriksson and Van Persie. Look at this, 30 yards out for Ronaldo. He's got the stance, he steps up. What a powerful shot, straight at Adler. And full time comes around and it ends 1-1. It's not a bad result. We can certainly take it to their ground, but we just won't have the amount of fans we have behind us at Old Trafford. And look at that final result there with Barcelona. They beat CSKA Moscow 3-0. And the semi-finals of the FA Cup have been drawn. Yes, we've got Sunderland. That should be a walk in the park of a fixture. we should be going through to the FA Cup final, really. Anyway, guys, we move on to our next fixture, which is the last fixture of this video. I know it's a shame, but I'm trying my best to get videos out daily for you guys. So when you come home from work, school, college, whatever it may be, there's a video there waiting for you. There is the league table. Still 5 points behind Chelsea. It's getting very tight now, getting very tense as we are getting ever so close to the end of the season. There was my starting 11 to Stegen, Van Rijn, Evans returned to the squad. We haven't seen him for ages. Same with Vidic as well. Nagatomo was starting and I pushed Phil Jones up into central mid because there was a lot of players I had to rest after that game against Borussia Dortmund. Van Persie thought he opened up the scoring against Southampton, but it was offside. Of course it was, but only just. I keep getting caught out by that. So annoying. But being denied that, it just spurred me on to go and get a goal. I take Nani here, bring him into the box, going for that shot, just getting ready to pull the trigger there, but he goes down in the box. The defender that was following him, that was marking him, brings him down and just gives away a silly penalty. I wasn't going to give it to Cleverley, I was going to give it to Rooney, who hasn't scored for a while. He was the captain, he steps up and he just hammers it past the Southampton goalkeeper. Did you expect anything else? Seriously? And so he makes it 1-0 to United with that penalty in the 28th minute. That was just going to spur us on though to go get more goals, especially against Southampton. It's a team that we should be walking over and picking up those 3 points at the end of the day. Cleverley takes the ball off Rooney. He is totally aware of his teammates, and look at Holt making that run down the left, and he's got pace. I went for the shot. You never know what's going to come of it, and unfortunately for me it hit the crossbar and we was unable to make it 2-0 with that shot from Van Persie. I think he was a bit too far right and it was a weak shot. Nani again down the right wing. I like to play wide, and what a wonderful ball in. Just a shame there was no one there, but Cleverley takes the ball off the defender and he pushes that ball past the goalkeeper and he makes it 2-0 to United, 39th minute. But I wanted more goals. After that goal, I wanted more. I wanted to absolutely dominate this game, saying to Chelsea, we're still there, we're still right behind you, and we're ready to overtake you whenever you slip up. Because until that final whistle on the final day is blown for all games, we are still the Premier League champions from last season. So I'm not ready to let that trophy slip out my hand yet. I want to continue winning it. Second half, I take off Nani and Rooney for Valencia and Lewandowski, and Phil Jones, a guy who has really stepped up to the plate, the same age as me, swings in the ball, finding the head of Van Persie. He finally got that goal that he wanted, that he was denied as well in the first half, and he makes it 3-0 to United in the 53rd minute. Plenty of time as well to go and get more goals, and that is what Lewandowski doesn't do. He does beat the goalkeeper here, but the post got in his way. I feel sorry for Lewandowski though, because he hasn't had the best of starts to his United career, and there was a glimmer of hope for Southampton. Maybe they could have got back into the game, but Rodriguez just puts it wide. And time was running out for Lewandowski to get his goal that he was searching for, and he finally does. 90th minute as well. What a time to score. And it's great to see him back on the score sheet, because he hasn't scored for a while, just like Wayne Rooney. Final score 4-0, absolute thrashing, and those 3 points. Here was the league table. After that game against Southampton, we've now closed the gap to 2 points instead of it being 5. But Chelsea do have a game in hand, which is against Liverpool, and that will be played at Anfield. So you're not going to want to miss the next episode, guys, because our season has only just begun.